Hello, this is Scad Warrior 2 coming to you on August 9th, 2022. No doubt you've seen what happened to Trump-tastic, my stepdaddy, the rightful president, whatever title you want to give him, last night. As you know, as home, not an office, a home of the presidents of the United States of America was raided by, I hear, 100 FBI agents. They broke his safe. Do you have any idea what they had to do to break his safe? Really? I was so upset about it. I was angry, very, very angry about it. Then I was thankful that his family wasn't there, or at least Barron, because he's still young, even though he's like 6'9" probably. And Melania wasn't there. But then I'll admit it, I got scared. I'm like, what the heck is going on? This evil. It's bad enough they passed that bill with the IRS thing that's supposed to be the Treasury now. I don't even know what's going on. Now people are saying maybe those agents are going to be needed for our new system. I don't know. The evil is unbelievable. I just don't understand. I don't understand how our Brandon gets out of Marine One. The man can even put on his jacket. And his wife helps him for whatever that's worth. You can tell she had a bad attitude about it. You could tell, like, oh, I'm sick of doing this. The man lost his glasses off his face, no dignity. Yes, I don't like him. Yes, he's evil, but, to me, that's just elder abuse. It is. It's sad, and unfortunately, some type of illness, symptom, something like that will happen to all of us today if we live that long. But, where's the compassion? Where's the compassion? This is a person still. He is a person. Jesus died for him too. Where is the compassion for this man? People just rip him up. I know it's easy. I know it's funny. I know it can be fun. I have laughed, but it's coming to a point where it's just not compassionate to keep this man around in his current setting. It's just not. So I went through all the emotions after last night. I was mad, I was angry, I was sad, and yes, I was scared. I was scared. Fear kind of took over because I didn't know what was going on. And then I said, stop. What are you afraid of, Scad? What are you afraid of? These people are coming against God. It's not a man. Haven't they figured out by now this man is anointed from God himself? Haven't they figured that out? If all those people came after me, I'd be in jail for something. That's just how it is. I don't even know what it would be, but you can find something on everybody, but not him. Not him. He's anointed by God. They should be scared. They should be the ones shaking in their boots. If this is their last ditch effort, and also distraction from all the other mess, then they are petrified. They're petrified. And I remembered some things about the Bible. And let me tell you about things that fall. Things that fall that people didn't think would ever fall. Goliath. Goliath fell. One smooth motion. Goliath came out there screaming and yelling for days with his armor clanking, scaring the people to death. They hid. They were scared to death. And then David came up there and he gave it right back at him. They screamed and yelled and said, at the end of the day, I will cut off your head and you will never be able to speak again. And he did it. He did it. Other things that have fallen, the walls of Jericho. We have been praying and praying and praying since, I have, since 2015, and I know tons and tons of other people have, every day, every week, whenever they think about it, incessantly, whatever it may be, for years, 5, 6, 7 years. The walls are getting ready to fall. They're going to fall on them, and the spoils will be ours. Something else that fell, the scales from Elijah's servant. When he was surrounded, they were coming to get him. He was not afraid, and his servant was petrified because they were surrounded by the enemy, and they could hear them talking, and they could hear them with their weaponry, and he was afraid. And Elijah asked the Lord to let the scales fall from his eyes and show him the truth, and he did. And what did he see? Chariots of fire. No harm came to them. God took care of them. God will take care of us. We have nothing to fear. We must remember these things. The earth is just that. It's a sinful place. They are liars. Liars, 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 liars. I wish the pants would catch on fire. It'd be so much easier. They are all liars. We have to remember that. We can't be afraid because God always comes through. He always comes through. And I started thinking about some of the other times he's come through in the Bible. And there was a storm at the lake, Sea of Galilee, when the waves were actually coming into the boat, ready to sink it. And Jesus said, "Quiet, be still." Then the waves died down and it was completely calm. He said to his disciples, "Why are you so afraid? Do you still have no faith?" That was Mark 4:39-40, I believe, the NIV. And that's me. Do I still have no faith? Yes, I do. I do have faith. I must remember that. I must. And then there were the floods. The world was a horrible, evil place, and the Lord took care of it. They all said Noah was crazy, and they came up against him, but in the end, it didn't matter because God used the water and saved them. And another time with the water, Naaman, he was healed. Jesus told him, "Go dip yourself in the Jordan River 7 times." And he did, and he was healed. Another time, the Red Sea. That's kind of like where we are now to me. Our backs are against the wall. There's no way out. If you listen, if you let your fear get away from you like I did, that's how I was feeling. Like, this world, they're doing every single thing they can to get us. And I shouldn't have done that, but I'm a human. And I did. And I remember those people. I can imagine how terrified they must be with Pharaoh, and they could hear the chariots and the horses coming after them. And what happened? The Red Sea, huge body of water opened up on dry land, and off they went. And I started thinking more and more about that. And you keep hearing, watch the water. I'm going to watch the water more than I have been because you know what? I personally believe it's going to be biblical. This whole thing is going to be biblical. We must continue to pray and speak positivity. The power of life and death is in the tongue. We know it is. Someone can have a reputation and everybody like them and think they're great. And one person says one thing and that's it. Whoop, that person, nope, nobody wants to be around them anymore. On the other hand, somebody that's like, I don't know about them. They seem a little off. And somebody says, "Oh no, they're great." And they speak these great things about them. And people are like, "Okay, all right, I accept them then. That's great." The power of life and death, our spiritual life, our emotional life, everything is in our tongues. We must continue to speak against this, I don't even know what it is, this curtain of fear they're wrapping around us, of chaos, of ramping it up even more, and then they throw these little details about different senators, and there's lies are very believable if there's a little bit of truth in there, and that's how they do it. And I just think, I know in my heart, I know that he is anointed by the Lord, by God himself. He's been training his entire life and going around the world, business deals and everything, his entire life for this time. And we are so blessed to be in it right now. I will continue to speak positive. I am also going to do a 3-day fast. I'm probably going to fast meat. I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to do a 3-day fast because the Bible says certain things cannot be done except through prayer and fasting. And what I'm going to hope is done is I will have more discernment and truth in my heart. I'm going to raise my level, my frequency, my love. I'm going to intercede for these evil people because that's what we're supposed to do. Jesus died for them too. I'm going to intercede for those people. Don't they know God is giving them one more chance? He's giving them more chances, and then that's going to be it. We've got to pray for this whole situation. Power is in our tongues. I pray this video reaches people. I pray it gives them hope and encouragement. I pray it gives them a different slant on thinking about things. I haven't watched a lot of news today because they didn't want to get wrapped up in the details and have that stuff start creeping in on me again. I just haven't. So I'll watch it later. It'll still be there, and I'm sure there'll be even more. But I just wanted to let you guys know that huge enemies, many enemies have fallen in the Bible. God's people were not touched. David was not touched, not one scratch. You know, there are lots and lots of stories. Comment, tell me some of the stories that I haven't mentioned here. Let me know. Things are going to fall, and they're going to fall fast, and there's going to be no coming back. And it's going to be 1,000 years of happiness, of bliss, whatever the term is, it escapes me right now. I'm sorry. 1,000 years of peace is coming very soon. We must endure this. And to do that, we have to speak over it. We have to continue to pray for the good in this world. The whole world is watching us right now. It's watching the United States and its citizens. They're watching us. And let them see the good in us and the Lord in us. Let the world see that, because that's what I'm going to do right now. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're going to participate, if you're going to fast. It doesn't have to be some big old thing that you hear about. It can be anything. Just 3 days, starting today is what I'm going to do. I love all you guys. I really do. Thank you for subscribing and watching me. I know this was a little long, but I got a lot to say today. So I love you, and I will talk to you again soon. Goodbye.